Hanky-panky time in the bedroom is something that does not get said no to in my relationship. And my wife, she initiates it as much, if not more, some weeks than I do. And there's no better feeling than that as a husband. If your spouse, man or woman, has to go days, weeks, or Lord forbid, months, begging, pleading with you, trying to persuade you into that type of intimacy, you are a sucky spouse. You suck as a spouse, honestly. It is your biblical duty to fulfill that need. And it doesn't have to always be when you're in the mood, when you feel like it. That's selfish, and you are a sucky spouse. It is your biblical duty to fulfill that need. I've been in blue-collar work since I was 18, been building power lines. And I remember hearing horror stories. Men would be like, man, it's been weeks since I've got any. And another dude would speak up and be like, brother, weeks, try months. And I remember being terrified. Like, I don't even want to be married. That sounds awful. You're telling me that's what it's going to be like? No, it's not like that in healthy marriages. That's just a sucky marriage because somebody in the marriage sucks as a spouse. Not only should your spouse not have to ask you, beg you, plead with you, or try to persuade you into it, but they shouldn't have to ask at all because you should be initiating that on a regular basis. Now, fellas, ladies, whoever, if you are needing this need fulfilled multiple times a day, every single day, well, then no, you got a problem. There's an issue there. But several times a week should be a minimum. It should be a minimum. If it's not, then I think there's a physical attraction issue there, and it might just be a selfish issue there. I don't really know. Look, I'm going to say this. There is no reason for anybody to step out on anybody for any reason. If you step out on your spouse, you are a pig, period. There's absolutely no excuse for it. But with that disclaimer in place, I'm going to add another disclaimer. If you end up with one of those pigs, just remember, you fed them the slop.
Okay, well, that's an interesting subject, but you know what? To be honest, he is right on, but here's the key in what he said. He said this is the way it should be in healthy marriages. That's the deal. In a healthy marriage, what he's describing should be the norm. In unhealthy marriages is where we get out of sorts. Be honest, though, if you're in an unhealthy marriage, he said, as far as sex is concerned and how often you do that, and it should be normal. And then he made this statement, it's biblical. What do you think about that? It's biblical? And the answer is absolutely it's biblical. The Bible is so clear not to withhold from each other unless you do it for a short time because you're fasting or something together for spiritual reasons.